Welcome to Tech Brothers Damer. In this video, we are going to learn how to generate insert statements from Excel file and load into the SQL Server table. This is a video I generated a long time ago, around 8 years, and we have 45,000 people watch it. Now, I use some Excel formulas, how to write different statements by using Excel formulas in this video. But I'm going to show you ChatGPT today that will make our life easy and quicker. So here is my Excel, and first of all, I would like to create some more statements. So I have a table list here, and in case if I want to create the count star statement from there, so I can do that as well. So I'm going to copy this from here, copy, or I can actually take a snapshot as well. So depend, in this case we are just taking copy. So I will say write count star statements for T-SQL for below tables. So you see that it is saying that, hey, count star from as a record count from this table. That's great. But how about if I would like to have the table name as is in this one? Hey, and or it has actually did something like that to select sales as table name, count star from sales. So that's great. But I want to add the schema with the table name. So you can do that too. So you can see this one just provided individual queries if you want to do that. If you want to do all the queries together, now it has added the schema from there as well. So this is simple, very easy and quick. Instead of I would have to write entire formula here, and then sometime I make mistakes, then create the statements here, bring them there. So I can copy from this ChatGPT. Well, let's go to the second tab here, and there I have this list of the columns, and I would like to create the table first from this definition, and then I would like to create the insert statements. So later on, maybe you don't need the table, you already have the table, that's fine. You can say simply create the insert statements from there. But I don't have table, I'm gonna go ahead and create the table as well. So as I said that you can copy this thing, or you can simply take the snapshot, it will work in both cases. So I will say create customer table by using below information and generate insert statements as well. Okay, so we pasted this information here, and now we are going to hit enter. Now it's going to take a look. So it says that create table. Here it is creating customer table first name, varchar, and varchar. Age is integer, date is date of birth, and decimal 10.2. So that's fine, but what we want to do, and here is our insert statement. So now we can simply take this and insert the data into it. Okay, now there could be small changes. I will say, hey, I don't want varchar, make them char columns. Okay, and then also I don't know, the rest of that looks fine. If you want to in the salary, you want to go ahead and more like a decimal points and all that, but this is good. So also we can do add a primary key as well again. Okay, now I asked to add a customer primary key, and here's the primary key, so you have it. Now what we are going to do here is the insert statements as well. So we go to the SQL Server, and there let's say I have tech results table, database. I'm going to paste the query and write this create table statement, or actually paste, and then we will be good. So create table customer is already there, so maybe I can say drop table, Okay, so we drop the table, and then we'll recreate a grid. So now we created a table, it's created fine, and now we go back to the ChatGPT, and here we will copy the insert statements. Now we go back here and then paste it there. Now we can insert all those statements, and they're inserted, and here we'll say select star from customer table, and now we have the data. So you see that Ahmed test, Raza M, date to birth, everything looks fine. The way I have provided the salary is coming fine as well from the Excel. So you can always go ahead and take a look and do QA, instead of just copy pasting. You always can verify, but most of the time it's going to be correct information. So that will be very helpful. Now, if I want to go ahead and say, like, oh, I have these all tables, I want to write the count star information, from these tables, what will happen? So I'm gonna do the snippet from here. Even let's say if I will go ahead and take this entire snippet here, and now I'm going to provide to the ChatGPT. Okay, so I provided this information in the, so here is AdventureWorks database here, and then we have tables, and then it started from the building version and all that. So you can see right there, so it has added the schema as well, because we last time we had like, hey, add schema in the table names. So if I will go ahead and copy this, and now we can execute, it should give us that information quickly. So I'm gonna go to AdventureWorks, paste all the queries, and then we run those queries, and here is the table row count, and here is the list of the table names. So that's great. You can do so much. I mean, if you want to do further something like, hey, these columns and all that, you can let's say you have this provided, you don't want, you're very lazy, or I'm just giving a different scenario that you can do, so let's say you have this table, right? And here is your address ID, and I'm gonna look for actually this customer. Okay, so here is customer ID, and you have customer ID, first name, last name, and this and that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the snippet of this table from here, and I will say I'm gonna paste it here, and then after pasting, I'm writing my query. I would like to get duplicate records by first name and last name from above image. Okay, so write me a query that I'm asking like, hey, find me duplicate records by first name and last name, from there. So see, I did provide the image, and from there it took all that, say it took the table name, it grouped by and all that, and also doing this. Now I can go back here. I don't know if there are some duplicate records, but we can go ahead and execute, and yes, there are many duplicates records right there. So I would like to see, now there are 407 duplicates, right? So if I want to ask write me query how to find all total duplicate count of records. So if I just want to count those records and just run some query somewhere and see that, so there is so much you can do, so you can copy from here. And now if I will go back here, I didn't actually verify this query, and I didn't even take a look, but you see that it's returning us 407 records. So this is how you will use when you are writing or creating your Excel queries, like select queries or update queries or insert queries or delete queries. You can do so much. That's why I showed you a lot more, taken from here, snapshots and all that. So you don't have to worry like, hey, how to do this and how to do that. So I thank you very much for watching this video. Please go ahead and subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.